All right, howdy everybody. My name is JustPlainBill, and I enjoy coming here to Brookdale Place and tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Cleveland, and I guess it was kind of rough when I was a kid because, I only had one set of parents, and that's kind of rough, And I was kind of hoping before I die maybe I can find out who my real foster parents are. Anyhow, I got a little Blarney in me too. But I lived most of my life in Cleveland, and my life's ambition, I wanted to be a female vocalist. But never worked out, so I'm doing the best I can here. And I like classic country and oldies but goodies and Southern gospel. And hopefully you like that too. I start my shows with a song that George Burns sang. He was in his 90s in Lost Wages, Nevada, and it's entitled, I Wish I Was 18 Again. Now, some of these songs might get a little zippy and a little silly and all that, and feel free to sing along if you like, or clap, or jump up, get naked, do anything you want. So here we go. I wish I was 18 again. At a bar down in Dallas, an old man chimed in. I thought he was out of his head, and just being a young man, I just laughed it all when I heard what that old man had said. He said, I'll never again turn the young lady's head or go running off into the wind. I'm 3/4 home from the start to the end, and I wish I was 18 again. I wish I was 18 again, and going away I've never been. But old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend I wish I was 18 again. Now time turns the pages, and oh, life goes so fast. The years turn the black hair all gray. I talk to some young folks, but they don't understand the words this old man's got to say. I wish I was 18 again, and going away I've never been. But old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend I wish I was 18 again. Lord, I wish I was 18 again. All right. Wish I was 18 again. So let me pause for the cause here just a second. I want to pause for just a minute. And I want to walk over here. And I'd just like to share a rose with you. You're welcome. So the next song we got coming up, I think it's kind of representative of, how about happiness? Happiness. Primrose Lane. Primrose Lane, life's a holiday on Primrose Lane, just a holiday on Primrose Lane with you. Can't explain when we're walking down the Primrose Lane, even roses blooming in the rain with you. Sweet perfume, those little old roses bloom, and I want to walk with you my whole life through. Primrose Lane, that's a holiday on Primrose Lane, just a holiday on Primrose Lane with you. Sweet perfume, those little old roses bloom, and I want to walk with you my whole life through. Primrose Lane, life's a holiday on Primrose Lane, just a holiday on Primrose Lane with you, with you. With you, with you. All right, Primrose Lane. You like that? We doing all right? So what do we got coming up? This song coming up, I heard only a couple weeks ago, and it reminded me, sometime in the 70s, my dad and I were out in Kansas. We went to visit my wife's outlaws in a little town called Quenemo. And we were just curious about seeing that big old prison, Leavenworth Prison. And it was Easter Sunday, and bright sunny naturally in Kansas. And as we drove by Leavenworth, we saw a lady holding a little boy by her hand and walking him up the stairs. And I'm thinking, man, that's got to be sad. She must have been taking that little boy to see her daddy, his daddy in prison. But this song here, hope you'll enjoy it. It's kind of like, I'd never heard it before. This fellow's Johnny Lyon that sang it, and it's about I'll break out again tonight. So he's thinking about, though he's in prison, he's thinking about his wife and child. Slowly the long day turns to night, and soon they'll switch off the prison light. But in my cell I'm making plans to be alone with you again. These walls never see me wear a stripe. He don't know about my blue suit and my tie that I wear when I'm with you each night. These walls and bars can hold a dream in me, so I'll be home to tuck the babies in. You can change my body, but not my mind. So I'll break out again tonight. So I'll break out again tonight. All right, Johnny Lion, Johnny Lion, Johnny Lion. Now listen while I tell you about a place I know down in Tennessee where the talk-on grows, hidden from the world in a bunch of pines, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there all right, but they all go native on a Saturday night. Music is a fiddle and a cracked guitar. They get their kicks from an old fruit jar. They do the boogie to an old square dance. The woods are full of couples looking for romance. Somebody takes his broken, knocks out the light. Yeah, they all go native on a Saturday night. To get together, there's a lot of fun. They all know the other fella packs a gun. Everybody does his best to act just right, 'cause it's gonna be a funeral if you start a fight. They struggle and they shuffle till broad daylight. Yeah, they all go native on a Saturday night. Now you heard my story about a place I know down in Tennessee where the talk-on grows, hidden from the world in a bunch of pines, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there all right, but they all go native on a Saturday night. All right. All right. Thank you. Let me do one more little pause here for the cause. Make sure I pause this. And we could do... We could do another little rose here. Give you a rose. Wish you good health. What do we got coming up now? Well, this is an old song. It's probably older than everybody here, huh? Before my time, Al Jolson. All right. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time you knew it, I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes, you made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so bad. You made me sigh, oh, I didn't want to tell you, I didn't want to tell you. I want some love, that's true, yes I do, did I do, you know I do. Give me, give me, give me, give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. You made me love you. I didn't want to tell you, I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time you knew it, there wasn't nothing to it. You made me happy sometimes, you made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so bad. You made me sigh, oh, I didn't want to tell you, I didn't want to tell you. I want some love, that's true, yes I do, did I do, you know I do. Give me, give me, give me, give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. All right, that was an old song. Thank you, appreciate that. Al Jolson. Now, does anybody here recall hearing about the Ray Stevens song, the Mississippi Squirrel Revival? Would you like a rose? You're welcome. Anybody here know that song, Mississippi Squirrel Revival? Well, you're going to hear it now. I don't know if this would be kind of a quasi-gospel song, but it's a silly song. Hope you'll enjoy it. Well, when I was a lad, I'd take a trip every summer down to Mississippi to visit my granny in her antebellum world. I'd run barefooted all day long, climbing trees and free as a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel. Well, I stuffed him down in an old shoe box and punched out a couple holes in the top, and when Sunday came, I snuck him into church. I was sitting way back in the very last pew, showing him to my good buddy Hugh, when that squirrel got loose and went totally berserk. What happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell. But the fact that something was among us was plain to see. As the choir sang, "I Surrender All," the squirrel went up Harv Newman's coveralls. And Harv leaped to his feet and said, "Something's got a hold on me." The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula, it was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. The Harv hit the aisles dancing and screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon. Harv thought he had a weed eater loose in his Fruit of the Looms. He fell to his knees to plead and beg, and the squirrel ran out of his breeches leg, unobserved, to the other side of the room. All the way down to the Amen pew, where sat Sister Bertha Better Than You, who'd been watching all the commotion with sadistic glee. But shoot, you should have seen the look in her eyes when that squirrel jumped her garters and crossed her thighs. And she jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me." As the squirrel made laps inside her dress, she began to cry and then to confess to sins that would make a sailor blush with shame. She told of gossip and church dissension, but the thing that got the most attention was when she talked about her love life, and then she started naming names. The day the squirrel went berserk in that first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. Well, 7 deacons and the pastor got saved, and $25,000 got raised, and 50 volunteered for the missions in the Congo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there were at least 500 rededications. And we all got rebaptized, whether we needed it or not. Now, you've heard the Bible story, I guess, how he parted the waters for Moses to pass. Oh, the miracles God has wrought in this old world. But the one I'll remember to my dying day is how he put that church back on the narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel. The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. All right. Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got this little zippy gospel tune. How many know I'll Fly Away? Anybody know that song? Bunch of... Clap your hands, sing if you like. Some glad morning when this life is old, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars have flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. All right. I'll fly away. Thank you. I used to sell real estate up in Cleveland for Russell Realtors, and the lady that was the executive secretary, her name is Jenny, and we're buddies. I said, boy, you know, when I die, I hardly know anybody. There'll probably be nobody come to my wake or anything. She said, well, I'll come to yours if you come to mine. I said, okay, so we got a deal. Yeah. But you ever notice that some people, like, you ever hear about agnostics or atheists, you know, they doubt the existence of God? Well, I tell them, you know, all you got to do every day is you look in the newspaper in the obituary section, and every day people die in alphabetical order. Now, how else could that be except there's a God? What do you think? All right. That's amazing, isn't it? This is a song I enjoy. You know, a couple of years ago, I saw that there was a concert going to be held down in Montgomery, Alabama with Gene Watson and Bill Anderson. I jumped on my motorcycle and went down there, had a great time. Amazing thing is, nobody knows who they are, but this is a song, Gene Watson. The old man and his horn. Your old man told his story about the years gone by, how he played his horn down in New Orleans in some old dingy dime. I knew 'em all back then, he said, as he reached out for his home. He closed his eyes and wet his lips, and then the blues were bold. He played with so much feeling, tears came from his eyes. He stopped and reminisced a bit, and then he gave a sigh. Said, you know, I almost made it, but that's before your time. Dixieland and Norfolk blues, Scatman Jackson's wine. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then. Reaching for his home on the floor, placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye, then shuffled out the door. Enthused by what he told me, I never got his name. So I called the waitress over and started to explain. A tired old man, his tarnished horn, had memories of years gone by, how he played his horn and reminisced and smiled with tear-dimmed eyes. She said, you are mistaken, there's been no one but you, but I know who you're talking about. I used to know him too. You'll find him down on Basin Street, in back of an old churchyard. A stone that reads, rest in peace. I tried, but it sure was hard. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then. Reaching for his home on the floor, placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye, then shuffled out the door. He said goodbye, then shuffled out the door. All right. For me to come, then I must go, and you must stay. So marry, marry me, let's not wait. let's share all the time we can before it's too late. Love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. I hear the sound of bugles blow far away, far away. And if they call, then I must go across the sea, so wild and brave. So marry, marry me, let's not wait. Oh, the distant drums might change on wedding day. Me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. All right, that was Distant Drums. Thank you very kindly. Appreciate it, thank you. Last October, I was singing at the Shreve American Legion, and Roger Purnell was the commander, and he told me his favorite gospel song was Farther Along. Anybody ever heard that song? I never heard it in my life. But anyhow, Elvis Presley arranged it, and I think it's kind of profound. It kind of explains what's going on in life, and one day maybe we'll figure it all out. Called Farther Along. Elvis Presley arranged it. Farther Along. You get half a credit for going to church on Sunday if you listen to this. Tempted and tried, we're all made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while men are never molested, though in the wrong. Farther along we know about it. Farther understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When death has come and taken our loved ones, it leaves our home so lonely and drear. Then do we wonder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Father, alone we know all about it. Father, alone we understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. All right, by and by. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Till then, my darling, please wait for me. Till then, no matter when it will be, one day I know I'll be back again. Please wait till then. Our dreams will live though we are apart. Our love, I know, will keep in our hearts till then. When all the world will be free, please wait for me. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every game must have a loss, so pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, let's dream of what there will be. Till then, we'll call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait till then. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every game must have a loss, so pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, let's dream of what there will be. Till then, we'll call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait till that song's older than I am. Till then, the Mills Brothers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Merle Haggard. First, I'd like to share Merle Haggard. A couple of years ago, he played at the Wayne County Fairground. I went to see him at the pleasure. I like Merle Haggard. I like country. But he commented that he said he used to like older women. And he said, but now there ain't any. So, same thing with me. But anyhow, it's a cool song. It's kind of like what life's about, relationship, and That's the way love goes, hopefully. I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I spent most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover, yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, now don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. And you say, honey, now don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the way love grows. Hopefully I can stop this for a second. Several years ago, I don't know, maybe 8-10 years ago, Randy Travis was playing at the Cuyahoga County Fairground. And it was one of those days that was, see if I can stop this. It was really, really hot, like around 100 degrees or something like that. And like many people, was in this big, long line waiting to get a custard, real hot, right? And I love Randy Travis. This song is one of his songs. And there was this lady in front of me, and she's just all bubbly and excited. She said she got to go backstage and meet Randy Travis. That's amazing. How are you able to do that? She said that her son or son-in-law or something was with the radio station and was putting a show on. I says, wow. You know, I bet you can't wait to get on home and tell all your kids and your neighbors and everything how you got to stand in line for a custard with Just Plain Bill. Yeah. I told her there was movement afoot to change the name of Cleveland to Just Plain Billville. Yep. I'm a legend in my own mind. But anyhow, this is a Randy Travis song. Hope you like it. You've been too gone for too long. It's too late to come back now. It's been so long since you walked out my door. Now you're just an song nobody sings anymore. I got a new love, and she's a true love. But darling, how could you have known? You've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. You came a long way, going the wrong way. Don't even set your suitcase down. You wanted to roll, now you're paying the bills. You're an old rolling stone who rolled over the hill. I had a good cry when you said goodbye. I didn't want to let you go, but you've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. I had a good cry when you said goodbye. I didn't want to let you go, but you've been too gone for too long. So why don't you just stay gone? Now you've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. The song coming up by Mo Bandy. And when I was a little boy, I don't know if I was 4, 3, 5, something like that. Let me make sure this isn't playing. Stop this for just a second. My dad was seriously injured in a construction accident. He had a crane fall on him and crush him. And as I was older, I asked him, about what had happened and all that. He said that he remembered, I guess they put him laying on a gurney in the hospital, and he heard a nurse or somebody say, "Doctor, he's still living. Do you think we ought to do something?" And he said he lay there. He was crushed real severe. He lay there and he said he prayed to God that God would let him live till he's seen his kids raised. And he promised he'd never, ever take a drink. And I never seen him take a drink. He did live. But this song here coming up, we pull it up again, Mo Bandy, is kind of like, I think, what we're all in life looking for. We just kind of want to live till we're too old to die young. If life is like a candle bright, it must be the wind. You can close your window tight and it still comes blowing in. So I will climb the highest hill and watch the rising sun, and I pray that I don't feel the chill till I'm too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Now I have had some dear sweet friends I thought would never die. Now the only thing that's left of them is the teardrops in my eye. If I could have one wish today and know it would be done, well, I would say everyone could stay till they're too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. All right. Thank you. Got 2 songs left. This last song, the last Cowboy song, I jumped on my motorcycle years ago. My son was working in Dodge City, Kansas. I drove out there and we looked around Dodge City, Kansas. You know that they got ruts in the prairie from when the people went west on the wagon train. They're still there. Ruts in the prairie. It's hundreds of years ago, over 100 years ago. Anyhow, this is the last Cowboy song. This is the last Cowboy song, the end of 100-year-old. Voices sound sad as they're singing along. Another piece of America's lost. He rides a feedlot and clerks in a market on weekends selling tobacco and beer. His dreams of tomorrow surrounded by fences, but he'll dream tonight of when fences weren't here. He blazed the trail with Lewis and Clark, and eyeball to eyeball, oh Wyatt backed down. He stood shoulder to shoulder with Travis in Texas, rode with the 7 when Custer went down. This is the last Cowboy song, the end of 100-year-olds. Voices sound sad as they're singing along. Another piece of America's lost. Remington showed us how he looked on canvas, and Louis Lamont has told us his tale. And Willie and Waylon and me, we sing about him and wish to God we could have ridden his trail. The old Chisholm Trail's covered in concrete now, and they truck them to market in 50-foot rigs. Oh, they just blow by his marker, they never stop to read it. Like living and dying is all he ever did. This is the last cowboy song, the end of 100-year-old. Voices sound sad as they're singing along. Another piece of America's lost. This is the last cowboy song, the end of 100-year-old. The voices sound sad as they're singing along. Another piece of America's lost. This is the last cowboy song, the end of 100-year-old. The voices sound sad as they're singing along. Another piece of America's lost. This is the last cowboy song. All right, cowboy song. Thank you. Thank you. My last song, I always end my shows with this song. I like it just so much. Patsy Cline, it's her recording. It's called Life's Railway to Heaven. And it makes me think, yeah, we're brought into this world. We're born. We're raised up. Maybe you fall in love, settle down, get married, have a career, have your children, but it's like we're on a journey, and as one day you're going to wake up and hopefully you'll be up there in heaven, but this is what this is about, and hopefully you enjoy it. Been a great audience, and hopefully you like this song too. Life's Railway to Heaven. You can hear the train. Life's Railway to Heaven. I think that's what it's about. There's a train. There's a train. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curve, the hills and tunnels. Never falter, never fail. Keep your hand up on the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou will guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us. in that grave forevermore. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in that great Thank you, folks. Appreciate it. All right. Great audience. I wish you all good health. Thank you kindly.